Hi everyone, I'm Darius Lim, Artistic Director of Voices of Singapore and also the composer of our Nexus album that is to be recorded by the Voices of Singapore Choral Society. When I was first approached by Nexus to have an entire album of my works recorded by the choir, I was immensely honored and almost in disbelief. The feeling is so surreal to be the first Singaporean composer to have his works on one of the largest classical labels in the world, in which many of their albums have won Grammy Awards. It's truly an immense honor. Recording an album is not easy. It really is a test of not just musical ability, but it's also a test of your mental resilience. So for the children's choir, recording an entire album for the concert group of the children's choir has been also a journey and an adventure and a new experience and also a challenge for them. To be able to record for hours on end in the span of 3 consecutive days has also tested the limits of perseverance and determination, but they're having such fun. We try to keep the momentum of the recordings positive and going, and so far it's been just an amazing experience.
It's good, thank you.
Well, Kylie may be the youngest in this group of concert choir, but she has been with BS for many years, since she was 4.5.
So we think it was a wonderful experience. I mean, how often does anybody get to do a official music album kind of recording? She's very fortunate to be able to be part of this endeavor.
It was a bit tiring.
Actually, looks a bit lower.
Was it fun? What was the most fun part of it?
The recording.
It was really interesting to be performing without an audience but still having to give you 110%. We are recording for such a historic thing, so I feel very grateful to be part of this.
And having this album really showcases how much we've grown since 2019. The men's voices, treble voices, everybody plays their part. It just feels so much more important. We have this time capsule of a sort to look back on in the upcoming years. If we have future concerts of his works, we can always look back and say, okay, this is how we've done it and this is how we want to do it.
When we first started the Choral Society, there was 120 people, of which many of the members are still here with us today and singing on the stage with us and recording. It's as though music is, we are living life together. We are living music together, and it's a journey, and this journey, I feel, should never be taken for granted because it's such a beautiful part of our life. I've watched students from the children's choir like Siew, Ron, and many others in the Choral Scholars program from as far back as 10 to 12 years ago. And in our ladies choir, Nicole Lee, who has been singing with me since she was a primary school girl. Now she is an MOE teacher, and seeing her in these decades move from choir to choir and grow from strength to strength is truly such an incredible, inspiring sight.
Everything passed by so quickly. I didn't really process what was happening. I was just singing, trying my best to get the best takes possible. I think quite a few of the songs that are being recorded for this album, they also have been around for quite a few stages of my life as well. It's quite nostalgic. Similarly to Darius, I think it really reminds me of how far we've come, not as just ourselves, but as this huge organization that is much bigger than ourselves. But I'm so glad that I recovered in time for this recording after having a 2-week sore throat.
I also felt a bit emotional for him because I can understand, this long journey that he has made. I've been singing with the ladies' choir ever since it began 10 years ago. From day one, when we were just a small group of just amateurs getting together with Darius, and we've grown to become this big organization called Voices of Singapore. So it's been an absolutely amazing journey for me to see how far we've come as a choir. It's like a dream come true, basically. Yes.
I think, we come so far together, and I'm really very happy to just see the family come together to sing. So thank you very much for... Thank you very much for making all our dreams come true. You did so well, and you sang with your hearts. And I think that's all that matters at the end of the day, is that we came here, we did music, and we enjoyed our time together. So thank you very much.
So over the past few months, we have been preparing really hard for this project, and that basically involves me helping to rehearse the men's choir to prepare for this piece that we recorded this evening, as well as to get ready to work with Darius for the ladies' choir as well, for the SATB song. So usually as a conductor, I'm in front of the choir helping to rehearse them for the music, but this time round I get to be together as part of the choir as well, and I think that's really special to be able to be part of that music making together with them.
Really heartwarming to really see the men growing socially and musically as part of this project, working very hard. For some of them, it's even their first time being part of something so big, so momentous, and it's really something that pushes us forward.
3 days of recording. It's very exhausting for everyone involved, very long days, and it's fantastic how Darius takes the energy of the choir and brings it out to really top-notch performances. So during recording, my job is to listen. So I'm the first person to note down whenever I hear something where I think this is musically wonderful. That's the most important thing I need to note down. These moments we want to capture and then edit together and then present to the world afterwards. This recording is immersive, it's a Dolby Atmos recording. So we took into account that the whole space is already laid out in front of us in the way we wanted it to record and to sound in the recording in the end. There are different genres, but there's one language of sound which Darius has. And this is very compelling to the listener. So it's real fun to record.
The Choral Society has worked very hard in the last few weeks to come together to sing a set of 10 over songs, and these works are not easy. They are high-level choral music, and they have been amazingly recorded by Dominic Stretcher and the recording team at Yong. So we are immensely honored for that. And a lot of the music that I've written is written for people to have hope and dream, to enjoy and live in the moment. So the dances were written to celebrate life. A lot of the dances have percussion in them with upbeat tunes, and it almost moves into a realm that is a juxtaposition and also a combination of classical choral singing, where there is some version of old choral singing, like Latin sacred music involved, but there is also the very upbeat, the very energetic and lively style of writing in the contemporary world. And I think that's what is really special about this album, is that it incorporates a bit of everything into this humongous set of 14 works that are sung by choirs, from children's choirs to adult choirs. So happy, just looking at everybody enjoying themselves, looking at everyone just being here, enjoying that moment. Sometimes I really can't believe it. It's it's a long journey. It's a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, tears, and at the end of the day, I think it's all worth it. When we see people working towards a project together and recording music or for a label that we feel will last forever, is also part of our legacy of leaving music for people. And I just cannot help but feel so grateful for the people not just on stage, but the people who are backstage, the unseen faces, our VOS team, our families, and everybody who have supported us through so many trials and tribulations, and also joys, and I just want to say thank you to them.